Hey, what's up? What's up? I mean, it is not often that a story will literally blow up my DMs. And this one right here has a lot of people sending me articles, a lot of people talking about this situation. And I'm going to do just like a quick video on the topic at hand. So, as you guys know, Diddy was sued by Cassie, and she alleged him to have a lot of goings-ons that was going on, and he settled with her very quickly because she said that she was forced to do these FOs. She was forced to hunch other men, and she was forced to do things outside of her control. And when she said that she would try to escape Diddy, she said that, people's cars got blown up. She would get threatened, and she has been dealing with this for a long time, to where she finally sued him. Now, after she sued him and settled, then there was a lot of more lawsuits to come. And I believe the recent lawsuit that a lot of people have been talking about was a guy who filed a lawsuit, and he was basically accusing Diddy of doing all types of things. He named what sounded like Meek Mill and Usher and so many more people. Now, in addition to these mounting lawsuits that have been coming in, now there has been a raid on both Diddy's Los Angeles and Miami homes by federal agents, alluding to a trafficking situation that they are alleging is going on, that they are investigating. So I am going to go into that. I'm going to read this story for you guys and get brought up to speed on exactly what's going on with this situation. But first, let me make sure that y'all are here. The live is on. Okay, we ready to go. All right, so let me pull it up. Let's talk about it. So let me pull up the article. They also have his children in handcuffs. So if you see the photo that's on the screen, his son both of his sons are in handcuffs, and they are in front of the task force. So on the article, it says TMZ has obtained extra footage of cops on the scene near Diddy's LA area home, and it looks like officers have shut down the entire area with helicopters swarming up above. There are at least 2 choppers in the area and a lot of police on the ground. A rep for Homeland Security Investigations said in a quote, "Earlier today, Homeland Security Investigations, HSI New York, executed law enforcement actions as part of an ongoing investigation with assistance from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our local law enforcement partners. We will provide further information as it becomes available." Law enforcement sources tell TMZ that this case is being handled out of the Southern District of New York. Now, if you guys know or may not know, most of the lawsuits that he is being sued from, all of these allegations that people are having against him, are coming from the Southern District of New York City. So it's interesting that he has all of these lawsuits. And in addition to him having all of these lawsuits from New York, or coming out of New York, that this is who is investigating this case as well. So in addition to that, it says law enforcement sources tell TMZ this case will be handled out of the Southern District of New York. Reports say this appears to be tied to a trafficking allegation, which have been levied against Diddy in recent months from different plaintiffs. Okay, so if you see these officers here, they are talking with both of his sons, and they have them both in handcuffs. And a lot of people are wondering what is going on, that both of his sons are arrested and detained rather, and put in handcuffs. So right here it says Fox 11 has posted video that appears to show several individuals in handcuffs near the property, and a couple of them appear to be Diddy's sons, Justin and King Combs. Okay. And then it says TMZ obtained additional footage that shows federal agents rolling up to Diddy's via water. The video shows armed agents standing on a boat, and they too appear to be armed. Diddy is in the crosshairs of law enforcement on both coasts of America, as federal agents have descended on his Beverly Hills home as well. It says law enforcement sources tell TMZ that agents for Homeland Security are in the middle of raiding Diddy's properties. There are helicopters overhead, and local law enforcement is also present, although we're told Homeland Security is the lead agency. There are law enforcement walking through the house with guns drawn, and there are people being questioned in front of the house. We do not know if Diddy is present. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ his home on the East Coast is also being raided. We're told the home is in Miami. So, as you know, there have been multiple allegations in several civil suits against Diddy, including allegations of trafficking, all of which he has denied. And so they had an update to this story at the top, and on the top it says, the scene at Diddy's Los Angeles area home appears to be winding down, and a new photo obtained by TMZ shows just how bustling it was with law enforcement activity. So this is all of the law enforcement that is outside of his home, and that is the scene and all of that. So yeah, so in addition to that, Cassie's lawyers have made a statement, and they are saying that this is the beginning for him to be held accountable. So it says, oops, Cassie's lawyers, hold on, let me go down some. It says, Cassie's lawyers respond to the raid on Diddy's home. This is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible. So it says, we will always support law enforcement when it seeks to prosecute those that have violated the law. Hopefully, this is the beginning of a process that will hold Mr. Combs responsible for his depraved conduct. And right here it says, the hiring of Sean Hawley and Bobby Sturheim by Diddy was also a sign of things to come. They are seasoned criminal defense attorneys. And this was back in February of this year. So February 15th, it was announced by Megan Cuniff that Diddy has hired Maxwell's lawyer to defend him. I think that's the lady from the that billionaire, I think. Lawyer to defend him in the federal lawsuit from a woman who says he R-ed her in 2003 when she was 17. Bobby Sternheim is a former president of the New York Women's Bar Association and a seasoned trial lawyer. So he put two heavy hitters on his legal team 2 weeks ago. Okay, and now there's all of these new revelations of things, including this investigation that is deriving from some of the lawsuits. I forget who the other, I know it's like probably far down in the blogs. I'm not going to be able to find it now, but, you know, people are mentioning Young Miami. People are mentioning all types of people. So it's going to be interesting how this plays out. Let me show y'all the scenery at one of the homes, and then we'll be out.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have some sources on scene here that we're getting this information from. We were actually the first ones here with about 30 different law enforcement vehicles at least. There are 3 Bearcats on scene here. This just all unfolded, Sandra, I would say, less than 10 minutes ago. We got here even before the crime scene tape came up. So we're just down the hill. If you look up this street where Tony is right now to the right, you'll see one of those Bearcats, and law enforcement. And on the other side of those bushes, basically, is that home that is registered to Bad Boy Films, which
is being linked to a sex trafficking investigation.
He got some shots of a few people coming out of the home. Those people have been detained. Now, we're trying to still connect the dots. We do have...
All right, and so it shows his son's detained here. So it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out. Y'all let me know what y'all think about it down below. Cassie's lawyers are on board and they saying, listen, whatever, they need, they here to support anything that's going on. So y'all tell me what y'all think about it and let's talk about it down below. I'll see y'all next time.